Necessity is the mother of all, what, invention, I believe the saying goes, but for us it's going to be the mother of all gathering. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Astroneer, episode 19, where we're making a lot of progress. We've got some scrap here. We've been doing some recycling. We've been gathering up lots of methane here on the exotic moon, and we were able to activate this gateway. Finally, it took us a significant amount of time, a lot of power. It took this entire power grid setup with multiple medium generators and batteries and solar panels and wind turbines. They all had to be functioning just to get enough power to activate this gateway, so it's not going to be something we're going to very easily just be able to drive a rover somewhere else. But what we did get was the ability to build a shelter, because with this methane now we're able to make silicone. So one of the things that I want to do as I prepare to leave this area and head back is I would like to stock up on the things. I would like to stock up on the things that make traveling to this location unique. As much as I would enjoy activating all the gateways and traveling down to the core, I feel like we were much closer to doing that on the planet Silva. So what we're going to do here is we're going to gather a lot of hematite. We're going to, of course, smelt it into iron. And then we're going to gather a lot of lithium and a lot of methane, and we're going to take it all with us. I don't know why we're processing hydrogen here. I guess just to have some, just in case. But I want to take all of the resources that we would need to come here specifically for and make that what we bring back with us. I think that is the right answer, the proper thing to do. We might bring back some scrap. I'm trying to determine if that's going to be worth our time, but I don't want to be out here on this planet much longer because I want to get back to activating the core on Silva. I was actually very excited to be close to doing that, and I just wanted the ability to make a shelter so that we could properly tether and have oxygen instead of always having to run to our base or our shuttle. Whoa, whoa, careful, careful. This path just keeps on going. Now, there is only one other gateway here on this moon, but as tempting as it would be to go and focus on that, I don't think it's going to be an easy task to get all that power over in that direction. What do we have here? Some laterite. We don't really need that. I suppose it's not a bad thing to bring some more laterite back. So let's go ahead and let's use our tethers to identify maybe where some hematite is. Alright, let's just go ahead, we'll bridge across all of these. Whoa, is that something moving? Take it for granted that there's nothing but plant life all around, and then we'll surely be surprised. Okay, well, we need to keep placing our tethers. They don't want to run into issues. Alright, we'll just knock our tether down. Is that hematite? No, that is more laterite. Okay, alright, fair enough. What is that? That is a power requirement research area. Do we have 8,000 bytes. We're not really hurting for research. You know what? Let's take these back. I suppose there were areas with hematite back up where we originally came from, so we can just follow that. We could always continue the path downward. I imagine getting to the core on a moon would be fairly simple, but I want to work my way up. It seems like the planets are going to require more power to activate their gateways the further down the food chain we go. So that kind of says to me that Silva is the easiest, and then the moon of Silva would be the second easiest, and then from there we've got to kind of make a determination. This one is listed as a medium difficulty, I believe. So how did we get all of this copper? Did we bring this here? We must have brought this here with us. I don't believe there is copper on this planet. And this work light, I think we'll just plug this in here. Keep some tethers. Let's see, I want to be able to bring back a lot of hematite, so let us leave this battery here. Right, and we will tether our way down to some hematite. And come back with lots of iron. Now, one of the things, in order to make large rovers wherever we go, so that we don't have to worry about the impossible logistics of bringing rovers with us, because that would just be incredibly challenging. Not impossible, but absolutely challenging, is we're going to need a lot of aluminum alloy. And because of that, it would probably do us really well to bring, instead of bringing the copper with us and just digging up aluminum wherever we go, would be to just make a lot of aluminum alloy, maybe back on Silva, have a lot of it pre-made and ready to go. Ooh, that looks like quite a drop. Let's leave that be. And anyways, make a lot of the aluminum alloy there. And then just bring it with us. Wherever we go, because if we bring enough, what is two aluminum alloy per rover? I'm not. Hold on, I believe we can look. Right, and 2 rubber, and the rubber I believe is made with pretty basic stuff. So really, the aluminum alloy is what requires the copper that would be challenging, because you can't just get copper anywhere. All right, that's a good bit of hematite. So we're going to need lots and lots of iron if we want to start making steel, things like large panels and large storage areas. We'll have to look and double check what it takes to make rubber. I think it's just... I don't want to guess. We'll have to look and see. But we're not going to bring a lot of these buildings back with us to Silva. We're going to leave them here, because we're going to want to come back here eventually, at some point. This thing is just going to keep using power to make hydrogen. I'm okay with that. But at some point, I would like you to switch back to methane, because that was the whole reason we came here in the first place, and I would like to make a lot of extra silicone. Okay, let's drop off the laterite for smelting first, or the hematite rather. Right. Here, we'll take that iron. And I guess we'll take this carbon. Okay. This stuff is a dime a dozen. We can get this anywhere. We'll kick on a generator. just to give the batteries a little bit of charge and give this carbon somewhere to go. I don't like how sloped the base is. We need to make sure we bring alignment mods with us in the future. Okay, turn off. There you have it. Where's all of our resin? Here we go. Well, now with this resin, we're going to make a lot of medium storage to bring back home with us. All of these many resources. What we got here? Rubber, packagers, extenders, graphite. We may leave this. We may leave this stuff here. You know what we might do, actually, is get an extra large storage setup. Steel and iron, and then 4 iron. Oof. That's going to cost 6 iron, not to mention whatever it takes to make steel. That's pretty intensive. So it's going to take 8 iron. Oh, we don't even have argon. Okay, so we're not making any steel. That's not a thing that we can make. Fair enough. Alright, let's start getting our storage situation figured out here. So one of these is going to carry a lot of iron back with us. And the other one is going to carry a lot of lithium back with us. Well, we might need to go to where the argon is after this, though. Because I definitely want to start making some large panels. I don't think we're going to do that before we go to the core, though. Back on our planet Silva. But this thing really does take a long time to produce hydrogen. You know what? Let's stop. Go back to methane, please. Thank you. What is that? An oxygenator? We don't really need that yet. Take this iron. So if we're not going to be bringing any buildings back, we actually have lots of room for resources. 8 iron might not be enough. We might want to actually bring back more than 8 iron. I know I want to bring back at least 8 methane. I don't want to have to come back to this planet for a while, actually. Not if I don't have to. And we're going to need lithium. We should bring this lithium with us. We don't want to leave any lithium here. There's no call for that. Because lithium is fairly abundant on this planet. Or this moon. I'm sorry, I keep calling it a planet. It feels like a planet. It is just a moon. So as we unpack everything, let's get our lithium sorted here. And we're going to need to go find more lithium, actually. So what we have is not enough. Not enough at all. Let's go ahead and we'll make some more resin. It is handy having all of this power at our disposal. Obviously, enough to power the gateway is enough to run so many things at once. Now, we don't have a vehicle here, but we do have enough copper. Rather, we brought enough copper. 1, 2, 1, 2. We could make at least a 2 large rover convoy. I think we will leave the scrap. But I also think we're going to start tethering. I know in the beginning, I I seem to almost have an aversion to tethers, but we're going to undo that now. Especially since we have mods that require power. Nope, unacceptable. Thank you. We will take this graphite. We could use some of that. Okay. Let's get some soil on our pack here. We'll just bridge our way up. More graphite. Lots of graphite here, actually. I'll accept these terms for now. I don't really have a need to have anything else in my inventory currently. That, of course, is the exotic planet that this moon orbits. And I am somewhat curious what's over there, but we're going to go ahead and keep our tethers going. The problem with tethers is that they do in fact run out. And unless you bring copious amounts of compound, which then impact your inventory space, there's not a lot you can do about it. Let's take a peek down here. Aha! Compound. Well, necessity is the mother of all, invention, I believe the saying goes, but for us it's going to be the mother of all gathering. We need a little more compound. Not much more, but some more. Not enough. Not enough. Okay, alright. Well, we're really here for lithium anyways. And it did appear like lithium was most prevalent out here on the surface. And the hematite was underground. As far as I can tell, the biomes are still very specific in the resources that they offer. So I don't want to go looking for lithium underground. But we will take this compound. I fear with the need for batteries to store power of all kinds, whether it's solar or generator or even wind, that lithium is in many ways going to end up being the limiting factor for a lot of our bases. And so if anything, I want to bring back the most lithium over anything else. Oh my, have I lost my way? I fear I've lost my way at this point. That is a canyon. Oh, I don't even know which way I'm going. That is so sketchy because, like, I should have seen my tethers. Alright, let's make another tether bundle. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have all this graphite. It's not like I'm going to be able to carry back lithium if I find a bunch of it. Really? Have I really lost my way here? Oh, you're kidding me. It's going to be so sad. And there's like nothing I can do because I should have brought more compound. I could have done that. Oh, tell me this is it. No tethers visible. No tethers visible. Okay, well, we didn't lose any lithium. Which is not the end of the world. If anything, though, it does kind of imply that what we need is a vehicle. So let's follow the tethers, which we're going to bring many, many more of at this point. No, that's good. Stop making methane at this point. Just stop. Okay. All right, let me try to wrap my head around the best course of action. I think it's that we follow our chain of tethers. And gosh, it's so incredibly easy to lose your bearings when everything looks the same. I felt like I just needed to turn around and I would be right back where I came from, and then nothing looked familiar. It happens so fast, in the blink of an eye, really. That's a big deal. Don't misunderstand. That is a huge deal, having the tether cut through the terrain like that. Are you kidding me? There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. Ooh, you too. This is us now. This is how life goes, apparently. Okay, well, we're gonna make a few tethers. A few bundles of tethers. I mean, we need this lithium. This lithium is a big deal. Alright. So we will end up at least heading in the same direction. Yes, we care about the little things here. See, if I would have been here, I would have seen... Okay, so we must have gone further away. I mean, it's obvious we went further away, but just how far away, that remains to be seen. We will get the little dead-faced astronaut icon, though. Or Astroneer, rather. Is this not the compound that we gathered up? I feel like it was. Yeah, right here. This was the compound we gathered up, and then we must have continued on instead of doubling back. Okay, well, let's retrace our steps. I mean, it's not like we found lithium. But it's worth at least noting where we've explored. Right, I feel like I do remember this. Okay, so we did in fact continue around this crater. No. Okay, well that's not the end of the world. How dare you? Hostile flora. We don't have oxygen tanks, so we don't have long that we can be off of our tethers. We need to prioritize getting back. So I think one way we can do that is sort of cheating the system and heading the other direction. I feel confident that we would have looped around the crater heading to our right. Generally, when I feel like I'm lost and I'm trying to find out where I need to go, I usually head to the right if I have a choice between directions. Let's make another tether bundle just to be safe. There's the rocket ship. We wouldn't have been this close. I would have seen the rocket icon from here. And in case you're wondering, I do make a big deal about the tethers not clipping because I want it to be obvious my direction of travel. This does not look familiar to me. And we would have seen the rocket ship icon. So that tells me we were further in. Further in this purple biomass biome here. I mean, eventually we're going to have tethers everywhere. It's funny how even a moon can start to feel really massive. You know, at this point, I'm sort of starting to think, you know, if we just find some lithium, maybe we just don't even worry about our corpse. All that compound. That looks like lithium over there. And even more compound. Ooh, nope. You need to go away. All right, now. That's close enough. We'll allow it. Somewhere on this moon are just massive amounts of dead Astroneers waiting for a day of salvation that will never come. That might not be lithium over there. That could just be these squirrely flowers. Should have stuck with retracing my steps. But look at that. A nice flat biome. I didn't even realize that was a thing here. It's full of resin. I wonder if... I feel like the lithium, though, was in the mountains. Or is actually on the side of it was actually on the border of a mountain and the flat crater type biome. What is this? Oh, come on now. It's like you're not even trying. You can at least pretend like you care. Okay. I think we should still head over to where we believe we saw the lithium. It might not be lithium. Lithium looks all wiry and squirrely, though, for a metal here. We have research sample rubber. Organic quartz. What is this? This doesn't look like typical salvage. This looks like what the small shuttle used to look like. Huh. I'm really not sure what this is about. But being that it's not labeled as detritus or salvage, I'm inclined to mark it. You know, we did just pick up a quartz. Maybe this will be helpful for our navigation in the future. This will at least give us a frame of reference, right? Let's make it green. And with that, we'll press on. Come on. You can do it. From this mountain, we should get a massive vantage point of everything. Wow, look at that. I dare say there's a thumbnail in that somewhere. Yeah. Come on. It'll be fun, they said. Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh, over here. Over here. Over here. Okay. Well, that's yeah. Ever what? That's a tremendous amount of wreckage over here. Goodness. And this does not look like lithium in the slightest. These are all plants. It's a veritable jungle over here of these plants. And then we have this intense wreckage over here. No, this is a good, interesting place to mark, but I don't believe this is going to be where we need to go long term. And you would think at some point I would have looped around enough to find the other gateway, but that's not even the case. I'm thinking as fun as this mountaintop is, we're going to go back down to the flat area we were looking at over here. A little bit of just bold planet exploration, or moon exploration. Okay, but we do want our tethers to, you know, reflect our direction of travel, perhaps. Thank you. Thank you very much. All I know is it's going to be very tricky getting all the way back. I guess not tricky. It's just going to take some time. It's going to take a bit of travel. One of these plants again. Ooh, careful, careful. Oh, this is a good research item too, if I remember. Oh. Too bad we didn't have that graphite. We could have just packed this thing up and brought it back with us. I would like to do that. It's too bad we didn't find more graphite in the mountains. All manner of scrap. I suppose there's resin here. And compound. And a little wind generator. Do we want to just set up a whole nother base? That doesn't seem like a good idea. I guess it's not the worst idea, though. Yeah, oh, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that O2, though. Get back to those tethers, Thranxes. Oh, we don't want to die all the way out here. Not when we have this huge tether chain. Come on. It's not like we were out of compound. Okay, well, I suppose then what we'll do is we'll just start working on a little tiny base here just to do research because we're here and why not, and it's flat, and I guess it couldn't hurt. But we really need to find some lithium. It's a little concerning we haven't found any yet. Oh, look at all that ammonium, though. We might bring that back with us, too. Look, and there's our body. Okay, yeah. We're going to go ahead and settle up here, but this is where we're going to wrap up this episode currently. Thank you so much for joining me here with Astroneer episode 19. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we continue to be on the hunt for lithium. And we're just going to set up a little tiny research area here with this medium wind turbine to knock out this research in the meantime. But until next time, take care.